What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Seth, and I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. If you are here in America with me on Sunday, it was Father's Day, so I just want to take a quick second and say happy late Father's Day to all you dads out there. You guys are awesome and much appreciated. And today is Monday, June 20th, aka Juneteenth. So the stock market is closed, which is why I kind of felt the need to make this video. I want to call upon the whole Neo family. The Neo community is awesome, and just kind of send good vibes to start this week. And hopefully we can have, another incredible week like we did last week. And before I get into all the facts and the info, I just want to say shout out to Neo Trending on YouTube. Ron, it's my boy. He hooked me up with some Neo merch. I got a little Neo Train shirt. And if you guys, I'm sure you guys have seen his channel or heard of him. He's on the Neo train. And if you guys want to know anything about Neo stock, anything related to Neo stock, go check out his channel. I will put the link to his channel in the description, so y'all be able to find that pretty easily. But I didn't want to make this video super long. I'm not feeling the best, so without further ado, let's just jump right into it. As I'm sure you guys may have guessed or thought about already, I want to talk about the Neo and Audi lawsuit. All right, guys, and why I'm kind of not worried about it, and some of my opinions on things, and what I'm expecting in the near future. So I'm going to pull up this article real quick. Start here, and obviously you can read the title. Files a lawsuit against the Chinese EV maker Neo over a trademark right, and it was in the Handelsblatt. I think I pronounced that right. Newspaper. And you can see this was published on Thursday, June 16th, which is, I believe, that the lawsuit happened. Scroll down and get into the article. So you see Volkswagen, Audi. This lawsuit in the Munich court against Chinese EV maker Neo over an alleged infringement of Audi's trademark rights. So I just want to make this clear. If there is any confusion, this lawsuit is strictly over naming right of the vehicle. It's not about design, model, or anything else like that. You might think it is strictly over naming rights. All right. So Audi's got their panties all in a wad because Neo's sedan models, two of their sedan models are named the ES6 and ES8. Audi was like, oh, but our cars, our models are called the S6 and the S8. So essentially, they're mad over the letter E. They're mad over the letter E, and it sounds too close. So they're like asking Neo to change, or they'll figure it out. Nothing has been confirmed on how they're going to handle it yet, but I know, as you guys may know, William Lee is a smart man. I'm sure he'll figure it out, and I don't think that this is going to be the end of the world. And so I want to just go over a couple of reasons why I'm not worried really whatsoever, and maybe even a little happy about it. Okay, I wouldn't call it happy, but there's optimism in the situation, which I think is a good thing to try and find as an investor, as a very bullish investor on Neo stock. And I believe we got the 5-day. Get this out of my face. We get the 5-day view here for you guys, and this is going to be the last 5 trading days. And so, as you may have noticed, it's a pretty good looking chart. Neo wanted to start last week down in like the $16 range. We were as low as $15.85, guys, and we finished the week at a very strong $20.75, closing above $20. It was absolutely fantastic. I thought we maybe even be making a run to $21 before, but unfortunately that did not happen. But more specifically, not just the overall chart, I want you guys to take a look at the 16th here. And as you know, earlier I mentioned the 16th was the date that the lawsuit incurred or happened. And so you see that Neo, this was before market, this is pre-market. Sorry guys, I'm not really familiar with military time, but I believe that this, I don't know, like 7-ish in the morning, because 19, it's like after 12, right? Yeah, the numbers. Anyways, not important. You can see that Neo takes a little hit, maybe because of the lawsuit. Who knows? It's really hard to guess why things are moving this way, especially when you're in a bear market. Moving down just seems so natural. Um, could be a multitude of things. See, we don't hit this little level, which was awesome, and we take a little bounce right here at this 1861. And I think what is the most important is seeing what happens after the lawsuit was announced, right? So you see that it was announced, Neo may have taken a little hit, and then what does Neo do? Neo decides to, it rallies back a little bit, which is important. It was super awesome to see. I think it's a testament to how strong the fundamentals and the overall community of this stock is. So you see we bounce, and then eventually Neo just doesn't care about the lawsuit, and we run up to $20 a couple days later. So that's going to be kind of my first reason why I'm not too worried, guys, is seeing how the stock responds after some news like that. It seemed to really just not care too much, and that could be the Neo community. It could be because money is kind of flowing back into the Chinese economy right now. As you may or may not have known, they were in COVID shutdowns for a while. The economy was kind of on a stagnant hold, and I believe that the shutdowns were uplifted in, I want to say, beginning to middle of May. Someone correct me if they have an exact date. I'm not going to go look at that right now. But the shutdowns were uplifted, and the economy's kind of moving again. And as you may have noticed, there's money flowing back into Chinese stocks. Chinese stocks have been kind of moving against the market, especially Neo, which is another great sign of bullishness, is moving against the SEP, the S&P, excuse me, and other large fund stocks like that. So yeah, my first reason that I'm not too worried is just seeing how the stock reacted after the news. As you can see, that's about as good as you could have hoped for it to react. Was very pleased with that. Another reason that I'm not too worried about it, guys, because if you do know the company and you've been watching the company for a long time, Neo is an absolute monster, a baby monster, I like to call it, because it's so new and still such a little company, but has so much potential and so many low-key plays and plays that people are not even paying attention to. Just as far as being, I guess, an EV company, I would consider Neo a tech monster, a tech company. Their technology is insane, and there's so many low-key underlying plays that have yet to come up, guys. And I think that it's going to be most important, and it's going to show its true colors late quarter 3, end of quarter 4. We have a lot of events coming up. Neo Park is going to be getting ramped up, I believe, in late August, maybe early September, and then you have Neo Phase 2. And of course, as long as all of this nonsense, I guess, gets resolved, Neo does want to move into Germany and start delivering vehicles there at the end of quarter 4. That would be huge. And if you look at some of the major events that are coming up and the major events that have just happened, they just recently released the ES7, and if you guys haven't watched that unveiling video, it's pretty sweet. Me and Aaron, or Neo Trending, actually did go ahead and watch the whole thing live, get our thoughts and comments and reviews on it. I will leave the link to that live video in the description where we watched the entire thing and leave our thoughts on it. It's pretty sweet, guys, and I think you guys should check it out. And last, guys, I'm not too worried about the lawsuit is I kind of mentioned in the beginning of the video how it could be a positive, and we've also talked about this on the live, but it's publicity. And I'm sure maybe you've heard of the saying, there's no such thing as bad publicity. And I don't necessarily believe that that's true, but for Neo being such a small company, and not being fully developed and just finally starting to get things ramped up as far as production and supply chains in Neo Park and all these different things, I think that a huge company such as Audi, Volkswagen, Audi in Germany, speaking about Neo, it's just going to get that name out more to the public, especially because Neo wants to move into Germany. Now maybe a lot more people in Germany will know about Neo. Maybe they didn't know before. Like I said, guys, it's publicity, and I don't think it is going to tarnish Neo's name or reputation at all. Like I said, I think William Li will handle it. Excuse me. I think William Li will handle it professionally and quickly and as smartly as you possibly can. That just seems to be the way he's doing things. And so I'm really not just too worried about this, guys. I think it could help out the name a little bit more, push the name out there. Um, and yeah, I'm really not too worried about it, and I'm super excited to see what this whole week brings. And really in general, quarter 3 and quarter 4 as a whole. But I didn't want to make the video super long and bore you guys out. If you're on this Neo train and you're in the Neo community, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe, guys. I would greatly appreciate it. I appreciate all love and support, as you all know. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.